Good evening. I'm excited to be back at Ignite. My name is Wade, as Henry pointed out. Thank you. I'm here to talk about a subject that's near and dear to my heart. That's food. It's probably important to many of you. And it has to do with my hometown of Birmingham, and hopefully you'll see it in a whole new light. Now, many of you probably know it as a steel town. We're the Pittsburgh of the South. But we've evolved over the years. We've moved into banking and the medical field. We're leaders in those areas. We're even dominant in construction and engineering. Where's that leading to? Well, you know, food has always been a part of our past. It's funny that Vulcan's holding an ice cream cone and a Coke bottle and Heinz pickles, but he's actually held those things in the course of his history before he held the spear. So food has always been a part of our history. You know, it's not just enough for me to say that Birmingham's the food capital of the world. I'm not going to make a Langfordian proposition that we're that without some evidence and research. So let's talk about those factors. First is reputation. The word has gotten out that Birmingham is a food destination. We really know our stuff here, and that's why people are coming to see us and try our food. So what are those things that people are bragging about? Well, no food talk about Birmingham can start without the godfather of food, Frank Stitt. If you've had the pleasure of eating at Highland Bar and Grill, which is shown up on screen, or Bottega, or Chez Fonfon, you know what I'm talking about, or have sampled a couple of his cookbooks where he reveals all the secrets. Chris Hastings, another well-known name in food, leader in farm-to-table movements. You know the person who's growing your food at your table, responsible for Hot and Hot Fish Club, also on South Side. You may not know this, but the other restaurant he has over in the near the lake, about 90 minutes from here. And of course, I think most of us have eaten at the fish market. That's George Sarris's restaurant. He's also got a couple other restaurants, Dodio's in Homewood, Pianetta 3 in Mountain Brook, which I had the pleasure of eating at earlier this week. It's fantastic, great pizza. Not just people, but a couple of places that have put us on the map too. Miss Myra's has been written up in the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, the Boston Globe. Nikki's West, picked in USA Today as one of the top restaurants in the country. But it's not just our reputation, it's the fact that that reputation has grown, and now we're a destination for foodies, not just from here, but in the state, in the region, and across the country. You know, besides the restaurants, we have 17 events and food festivals. I will now try and name them all. Asian, Greek, Mediterranean, Middle Eastern, chili cook-off, too late. So the other event that we have that just started last year is the Birmingham Restaurant Week. Dozens of restaurants jumped in, gave people like you and me a chance to sample these restaurants at a lower cost, broaden our palate, get to know what's in our own backyard. I had the pleasure of speaking at our first food blogging conference last month, Food Blog South, put on by Sean Chavis and Jason Horn. Sold out, 125 attendees, some from as far away as California. And as some of you know, this is our fifth anniversary for Magic City Brew Fest, and yes, beer is food. Don't argue with me on that. And the choices have grown over the years, right? Because of Free the Hops. So, in addition to the destination, in terms of the reputation of the destination, we also have some challenges as we grow aware of the food issues within our community. We have a responsibility to tackle those head on. For instance, we are not only the second fattest state in the country, we're also the second fattest city in America. And that's part of the problem, is lack of access to good food. It's lack of knowledge on how to deal with the food in our community. 88,000 of our neighbors can't get to fresh food at a grocery store. That includes 23,000 children. This is 2011, and we can't feed people who are 2 miles away from us. So all their only options are cheap junk food that lead to health problems. We need more diversity in food choices. I mean, we need more options for vegetarians and for ethnic diversity and geographic diversity and price points so that we can feed people properly. And as you can see, these are the top chefs here in Birmingham. We have a few women and a few minorities represented, but we need more running restaurants, owning restaurants, cooking at restaurants, leading the food movement. Our reputation has led us to being a destination. We have a lot of challenges before us, but I'm confident in telling you that Birmingham is, in fact, the food capital of the world. Thank you. Bon appetit.